Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, sharing healthy recipes with you for a healthy life. And I'm teaching you how I've lost 60 pounds so far with 40 more to go by substituting the foods that I used to love for foods that love me back. So if you like what I'm doing, please give me a thumbs up. All right, guys, today's recipe is for the chocolate crunch bar that I made. It was so yummy. So the ingredients are just some things that I threw together on hand after I saw this recipe on social media. So it calls for any nuts or seeds. I had some leftover chopped up pecans on hand. It calls for any nut butter. I had peanut butter. I was looking for almond butter. You could use sunflower butter, but I didn't have any. It's also calling for a sticky sweetener. And if you can see here, this is a sucrin honey substitute that I use. Of course, we've got our Lancato or Lacanto chocolate bar. This one is kind of more of a darker chocolate, so it's not too sweet. And we're going to melt that down. That's from the Secret Stash. And then you need a coconut oil. So this is the MCT oil that I use. All right, so all you need is a bowl. You can do this on the stovetop or you can do it in the microwave. I did it in the microwave. So I just broke the chocolate bar in half, and then the nuts that I had, I measured them out. I had a cup of nuts, as you can see here, and the recipe calls for 3 cups of nuts. So all I did is that I pared down the ingredients down by a third, and I did have to use my little Alexa device to help me understand, what's a third of a certain measurement. But you can always do that. You can double up or you can have a recipe if you're just cooking for yourself. All right, so next we have, I think it was, I can't remember, whatever the nut butter called for, let's say a couple tablespoons of peanut butter and then a couple tablespoons of the honey substitute. So you want to put all of that in the microwave until it melts down. So I did it in like 30-second increments, and then I just swirled it around with my chopstick. I like using chopsticks. So I just swirled it around to make sure that everything was incorporated. Starts to look kind of nice, like I'm making those swirl brownies, right? All right, so we've got all of our ingredients, our chocolate, our sweetener, our sticky sweetener, and our peanut butter melted down. So then all I did is I topped it with oh, I forgot, there was 2 pumps of the coconut oil in there, and then I put the chopped pecans on top. You can see here down at the bottom, we've got the creamy ingredients, and then we've got our nuts on top. So all you want to do now, I just got a spatula and I just mixed them together. Not too hard, kind of like you're making like a Rice Krispie treat. You want to get the crunchy stuff in with the sticky stuff and make sure that it's all mixed together. So I use a spatula to do that. Okay, so now that we've gotten everything mixed up, you want to get some parchment paper. There's no cooking required. This is just going to go into the refrigerator or the freezer until it's set. So I literally just plopped it into the glass dish lined with the parchment paper. I did spritz it a little bit with some of that same coconut oil just to make sure that it would come off easily. And I just put the whole block in there, and I did use a spatula to kind of smooth it out, just to kind of make it into a square because I was using a square baking dish. So I put it in the fridge, went and ran some errands, picked the kids up from school. Then I came back and I was like, ooh, I have a special treat in the fridge. So I took it out, and with the parchment paper, all you have to do is lift it up, and then you can put it down on the cutting board or the mat that you use here to cut it up. So literally, I just started cutting half and then half and then half again until I got a whole bunch of little squares of goodness. Y'all, this is a great recipe if you want to make your own candy bar instead of buying them. So I have this container in the fridge, and you can see here that I've got some nuts, I've got the sweetener, I got the chocolate and a little bit of peanut butter mixed in. It was amazing. So I hope you guys like this sweet recipe, and we'll see you back on the next video. Bye for now.